Rim Country News brought to you by Jake's Corner Bar and Grill. Same stop, different horses since 1916. And by Terlucas and Brandt, CPA PLLC, with a long history of providing quality CPA services right here in Rim Country. On this Tuesday, December 14th, for Tano TV, K-Rim Radio News, and Global Trails Media, I'm Randy Roberson with your Rim Country News headlines. Well, the popular Fry Forest Maintenance Program is back on track with a more focused, more realistic approach that appears to have government, industry, and environmental officials in rare agreement. Well, the folks with Prescott News are reporting the U.S. Department of Agriculture had abruptly halted negotiations on an extension of the Forest Restoration Initiative back in September, a move that caught stakeholders by surprise. Now, it took months, but the department announced in November that a deal had been reached to renew the program. The change came after the Forest Service dropped plans for one large multi-year contract for more than 500,000 acres of forest and turned instead to a range of proposals that differed in approaches, sizes, and terms of projects going forward. Forest Service Chief Randy Moore said his agency is, quote, increasing the scale of our investments into the Fry project, and that the new strategy will, quote, focus our forest maintenance work to reduce wildfire danger in the targeted forests. And he went on to say, by placing our treatments in the right places at the right time and scale will reduce wildfire risk, protect communities, and restore forests. Moore said that in a statement at the time. Now, the service committed $54 million in fiscal 2022 to accelerate high-priority projects on 135,000 acres over the next 10 years, and said it will also focus on the maintenance of the road and bridges in the area. Now, the news, of course, was welcomed by supporters who said Fry has thinned more than 700,000 acres of national forest in eastern and northern Arizona since 2010, with the goal of protecting 2.4 million acres in the Apache Sitgraves, Coconino, Kaibab, and here on the Tonto National Forest. That over the next 20 years. Well, in other news from the forest around us, with the arrival of snow and wet weather, the Flagstaff Ranger District and the Mogollon Rim Ranger District of the Coconino National Forest up on top of the rim, well, they're beginning to close many forest roads for the safety, they say, of visitors and to protect forest roads during the winter season. Now, main forest roads are expected to be closed across much of the forest where snow has fallen, and the closures are expected to begin today. Now, Forest Service personnel have begun to inform forest visitors, and swing gates closed. Each year, the forest implements seasonal road closures in order to protect the roads from damage and to keep people from getting stuck or getting stranded in the middle of the forest during snowstorms. Of course, that can be pretty dangerous. Seasonal road closures occur at different times each year and are dependent upon incoming weather and conditions of the roads. Drivers are reminded to avoid driving on open roads that appear to be saturated, and to avoid that, to prevent road damage, soil erosion, and, again, getting stuck. As well, be aware that even though a forest road might start out on an open road in the desert, if it begins to climb in elevation, the driver could encounter deep snow, four-wheel driving conditions, and closed gates in other districts or neighboring national forests. Well, coming up in Rim Country weather, boy, things are changing. The next storm system is moving into Arizona today. Areas of rain and snow are expected, especially overnight tonight, lasting into Wednesday morning. And along with that, some pretty strong gusty winds are headed our way. As such, high wind warnings have been issued. Snow and blowing snow will result in hazardous travel conditions tonight and into Wednesday morning. So what does the rest of your week hold? Well, a complete look at your 7-day forecast is coming up next. You're watching Rim Country News.
Jake's Corner Bar and Grill. It's not just a bar, it's a destination. Jake started out as an Arizona stage stop way back in 1916, and folks have been stopping here ever since. Jake's also has been famous as a popular stopping spot for travelers headed to Rim Country or Roosevelt Lake. But as more people discover this historic stop, more and more, it becomes the destination. It was even featured in the 2008 movie Jake's Corner and later featured at the Sedona Film Festival. Ice-cold beers from the tap, imported or specialty beers, a generously stocked full bar, and great food that keeps you wanting to come back again and again. Enjoy a game of pool inside or step out and enjoy the covered patio and outdoor bar with live entertainment and much more. We hope to see you soon at one of the most historic stopping spots in Arizona, Jake's Corner Bar and Grill. It's not just a bar, it's a destination.
Hello, this is Brian Bowman. We have Payson Tire Pros and Automotive, and one of the best things about having a business in town is the local community. We found Terlucas and Brandt to do our taxes. Amy's been a critical component for our business to be successful. We are very thankful for them and their professionalism. So if you're looking to have somebody do your taxes and you want to find somebody good that's willing to work with you, Amy is awesome. Terlucas and Brandt is who we suggest.
Well, taking a look now at your Rim Country 7-day weather forecast, and again today, it's a big part of the news. A potent low-pressure system is set to move across Arizona later this afternoon through midday tomorrow. Now, it's going to be a fast-moving storm and a short-lived storm, but it's going to pack quite a punch during its short tenure here over Rim Country. All of the elements are there, with ample moisture from the Pacific, strong large-scale upward forcing associated with the jet stream, and 45 to 65 mile an hour southwest winds just above the surface for strong upslope flow. In general, 1/4 to 3/4 of an inch of liquid equivalent is expected from this storm, with the higher amounts occurring in the upslope areas along and southwest of Happy Jack to Flagstaff to the Grand Canyon line. So now let's talk snow level and accumulation. The snow level could dip as low as 4,000 feet by Wednesday morning, with as much as 1 inch of snow accumulation possible at those elevations. At elevations above 6,500 feet and where upslope flow is the strongest, from 4 to 8 inches of snow accumulation are anticipated, especially along portions of the Mogollon Rim here and the Kaibab Plateau. Now, the limiting factor on snow amounts will be the speed with which the system moves across the area. Winds, and we do mean strong winds, are going to be associated with frontal passage overnight tonight, with gusts as high as 65 miles an hour as winds aloft mix down to the surface. This means the potential for blowing snow, of course, especially at the higher elevations. So now let's talk timing. Little change in timing in the forecast, with strong winds, rain, and snow moving across the area overnight tonight. Major travel impacts will start by early this evening over the Kaibab Plateau, Grand Canyon area, and spread eastward through the night, affecting Flagstaff, Prescott, and here in Payson between about the 9 p.m. to 3 a.m. time window. Now, over in the White Mountains and further east locations, that'll be mainly from midnight to 5 a.m. For all of those reasons, winter storm warnings, high wind warnings, and wind advisories are in effect for portions of northern Arizona this afternoon into Wednesday morning. Travel across the mountains of northern Arizona overnight tonight is just flat going to be treacherous and really should be avoided. Later on Wednesday and early into next week, troughing will remain over Arizona, and this will allow cold air pool to remain over the state, especially northern portions, with generally below normal temperatures through Sunday. High temperatures generally are expected to be in the 30s up in the mountains and upper 30s to lower 50s at the lower elevations. The models are indicating that the next best chance for showers will come early next week, with increasing moisture and southwest flow aloft moderating temperatures. Well, meanwhile, highs and lows around Rim Country today, well, they should be looking something like this. Here in Payson, you can expect to start the day off perhaps partly sunny, but that is going to change as the day goes on today. We do have a 30% chance for showers during the day today, with a high near 53 in Payson. That chance for precip goes up to a 90% chance tonight, with rain expected to turn to snow here at the Payson elevation. Now, the National Weather Service out of Flagstaff They're predicting only about an inch or so of snow accumulation here in the Payson area, so not a lot, but there will be a good amount of moisture before that too. Up on top of the rim at Clintswell today, they too have a 30% chance for precip today with a high around 44. Tonight they go up to a 100% chance for snow, about 3 to 7 inches expected with a bitter cold of 19 degrees for an overnight low tonight. And, with those winds that we were talking about, that's going to take the wind chill up there on top of the rim down into the sub-zero category. So, again, if you don't need to be driving around up there tonight, don't go. Down south in the deserts of Tano Basin, a 20% chance for rain down there today during the day with a high near 65. Tonight, they go up to a 100% chance for precip. The Weather Service is estimating a half to 3/4 of an inch of rain for those folks, with their low tonight dropping to around 35 degrees. And that's what's happening around Rim Country. For Tano TV, KRIM Radio News, and Global Trails Media, I'm Randy Roberson. Make it a great Tuesday.